Smash the like button and subscribe. This statement is absolutely outrageous. Look at what Semenyo said when he arrived at Manchester City.
I'll be playing with a smile on my face, and I hope I do for the fans as well.
You're a very two-footed player as well. In fact, the data tells us one of the most two-footed players in the Premier League. Does that feel like a bit of a superpower for you when you step over that white line?
Yeah, 100% it does. I feel like it makes it so difficult for defenders to mark me, and yeah, it's just my God-given talent.
I believe that you want to improve getting to the back post and trying to score goals there.
Yeah.
City have a history of scoring those kinds of goals. Remember Raheem Sterling scoring plenty of those in his time. Does that excite you, that opportunity?
100%, because that's an extra 10, 15 goals at the end of the season. I feel like I've had to work on that so much over the last 2 years. So joining a club like this and the previous players that have played in my position, yeah, it's gonna be great, and I want to be one of those getting the numbers at the end of the season.
You've chosen the number 42 shirt. I know you're a student of the game, so you're probably aware that was worn by a Manchester City great in Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Just talk us through your reasoning for taking that number.
It was my first number I got at Bristol when I first signed, and that's always stuck with me. So it was either 42 or 24. 24 wasn't available, so I went back to my first number. That's the inspiration behind it.
And with City competing...
Pep Guardiola also revealed why the 26-year-old chose City. Was it really just about the money? Watch the video and find out.
Qualities do you see in him to help your side, and how do you see him fitting in?
Everybody knows the qualities, right? So I play extraordinary in Bournemouth in the last years. Can play in both sides, right, left. He used the both legs unbelievably. And a striker as well can play for his pace, and he knows the Premier League. So many clubs want him, and he decided to join us. So all I can say is thanks to him. Yeah, really pleased for the next years.
Yeah, how long have you looked at him for, and is it particularly pleasing he chose yourselves over other clubs that were interested
a few years. A long time we follow him, and at the end, for the situation you have up front in the wingers, like you have three specific players, like Oscar, Sabio and Jeremy. So we need to reinforce for the next years, and that's why the club make the gesture, the effort to take him and have a perfect age, 25, 26 years old. So the best years to come, and like they have done the club to try to bring players, young players, to make his career or his best years here.
Could he go straight in for tomorrow's game against Exeter? Yeah.
Will be selected. I don't know if we're going to start or not, but will be selected for sure. Yeah, we don't have enough too many players, I would say.
And one in so far in January. Are you trying to do more business this month, maybe?
Sorry?
One player in so far. Are you trying to do more business this month?
I don't know. I cannot answer that question.
And that's not all. Check out what journalists are saying about which club Marc Guéhi should join.
Reported last night that Arsenal are ready to enter the race to sign the Crystal Palace defender, Marc Guéhi. Our understanding is that he is a player that they have held a long-term interest in as well. Interesting this, isn't it, James? I mean, look, Arsenal are rock solid defensively. They've got a number of defenders who can play centre-back and a very established, clear number one, number two pairing. Can you really see them going in for another A-list defender?
In this window, it seems unlikely, but as we've been reporting, there's been a long-standing interest from the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, all the big clubs like Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid have a long-term interest in signing Marc Guéhi, and the majority want to sign him as a free agent in the summer. The question is, in this window, will anybody attempt to try to sign him now? Because we know that Crystal Palace would be willing to do business if a suitable offer came in, because I think they're desperate not to let him go for free, albeit they see the benefits of what Marc Guéhi staying until the end of the season can do in terms of what they're able to do, in terms of the Premier League finish, in terms of winning a trophy again, and what that could do financially for the club, and what that could do, therefore, in terms of recruiting players next summer. Let's look at the options that Arsenal have right now at centre-back. They've got Gabriel and Saliba, arguably the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League. Behind them, they've got Mosquera and Nketiah. They've also got Timber and Ben White, who were signed as centre-backs as well, who largely play on the right side now. And Calafiori can play as centre-back and at left-back. They have so many options there right now. I think what it would say is if Arsenal were to strongly pursue Marc Guéhi either in January or the summer, then I think it would raise questions about the future of some of these 7 players. A lot of them have long-term contracts, but that would raise questions because one thing Arsenal have done, and they've been criticised for it, but they've been vindicated by it, is they've tried to replace players whilst they're in a strong position. They replaced Aaron Ramsdale, who was doing well, with David Raya. That's worked out. Every area of the pitch, it's felt like they've been fine in that position, but they've strengthened and it's made them stronger. So maybe this is another situation where they want to create even more competition. That feels like, can you create even more competition in that centre-back area without spreading rumours or creating false narratives? If they're signing Marc Guéhi, then you'd think one of those senior players could be potentially on the way out.
Okay, well, yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? But when you look at Manchester City's defensive options in comparison, is it very clear which side needs Marc Guéhi the most?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. And I guess that's why this has come to the fore again in recent days, because you look at the absences at the moment of Diaz, of Guardiola, the fact that John Stones, you never quite know where you are fitness-wise. Kuzanov has struggled to prove himself at the appropriate level so far, even though he's won for the